Hola mi gente, les traigo el video de Niveles Perdidos. Este sería el último. Se llama La Cacería. Dice, Eli sigue un rastro de sangre a un almacén abandonado. Este nivel se presenta en un estado previo a la versión alfa, sin terminar, reflejando su condición cuando se eliminó del juego originalmente. Bueno, por lo que veo aquí se ve increíble la imagen, se ve algo gráficamente muy realista. Bueno, vamos por ello. Lost Lepers, The Hunt.
For this third and final deleted level, what we call the boar hunt sequence, this was a sequence pretty late in the game. It was right after the whole Seattle Abby sequence where Abby spares Ellie. And then we wanted to come back into Ellie's story, but keep it a bit mysterious of how much time has passed, where is Ellie now? So we're coming in on Ellie and she's following a trail of blood.
Qué
And
realismo
we
tan
wanted
increíble de
to
este juego, de
mirror
verdad.
in a
Una
way the
cosa
deer hunt sequence from the
que
first game,
vieron
but this time do it with a
casi que
boar.
cualquier mínimo detalle.
And there's
Y
something with
tiene
Ellie that now
gráfico
she can't
increíble.
let
Para
go of this
mí, el mejor
violence. She's
juego
pursuing
que
it,
ha existido
even
hasta
against this
los momentos, ¿verdad? Un
innocent
juego
animal. This was
que
another
gráficamente se ve muy
opportunity
realista.
to show how the violence that Ellie has experienced, the violence that she witnessed being afflicted onto Joel, is still sticking with her, and she's still experiencing these PTSD moments. This was a sequence that was pretty far along and was cut pretty late in production. Parts of it are still really rough, but the gameplay, the building blocks were all there. I think you'll have fun to see, like, again, a rough, unfinished sequence that you can play. You can see all the way to the end, and including a cinematic that we end up cutting. And the remnants of the sequence ended up being mentioned in Ellie's journal. So this part of the story that we developed still made its way into the game as kind of optional stuff that you could read about, but here you get to experience it. So as a reminder, this is pretty rough, months away from being finished, but you get to see it now.
Thank you. Ok, aquí vemos a Ellie viendo el rastro de sangre. Qué increíble se ve el
So the
panorama.
boar hunt was one of the hardest
Resumen
levels for me to
1 a
work on.
5, de
It was a
verdad,
huge challenge
un
with the
panorama
systems that we
así
had,
favorito.
and we kept trying, but it never felt quite
Si
right.
yo fuera a un lugar
Originally, the level
que
happened
sea de
after the
naturaleza,
Jackson Festival, which
yo
also
iría
got cut,
hacia un bosque.
but before Farm.
Me
Once the
encantaría, es lo
festival got
máximo.
cut, it became the prologue to Farm. The intended experience is that we jump forward in
Ok, aquí
time
estoy
after the
siguiendo
fight
el
with Abby in the
rastro de
theater.
sangre.
We don't know where Dina is. We likely assume she's dead because she was just bleeding
Vamos a
out.
ver el otro
Ellie is
comentario.
alone. Her hair is short. So maybe this is the future or the present. And she's hunting. Hunting who? Abby still? In early iterations of the fight, it was more
Fase de
arena-like.
combate.
The player slowly whittles down the boar's health. Ellie gets more visceral and more vicious. We get a little worried about her. As the boar gets weaker, more panicked, more feral, and we start feeling sympathetic to the boar, was the hope. In all of these iterations, especially of these wider areas, it required custom AI and scripting to make sure it continued to feel organic as an
Abajo
animal,
está.
but we really needed it to do specific stuff. It needed to be able to close distances really, really quickly. It needed to charge to attack, but
Esto
we wanted the
parece una
feeling of
especie así
hunting,
de
so we
cuando
needed to track
uno
it down from
va
afar. And we also needed to
a
discourage
los
the player from
scouts y
attacking
uno
the
le
boar when
toca
it's that close, or it would kind of
dormir
turn into
en un
this
lugar
melee
así.
kerfuffle.
Sí, por eso.
How do
O
we
sea,
do
me da
this
esa
in our
impresión.
world while keeping the boar believable? We must have gone through 5 or
Proceso
6 iterations of the boar fight and
iterativo.
all, and every single time it changed pretty drastically. We split it into paired phases, where one was like all long range. We tried another where you're getting close and you get the jump on it quite literally. You're jumping off of a rock to attack it. And then finally, we tried a bunch where you almost sort of go around a bunch of trailers and try and wrestle it. We uncovered after some time that taking down a
Qué
boar over
increíble
several
se ve
phases felt very
este carro de
laborious and a little
policía.
dramatic. It was comically long. It felt too boss-like, a little too gamey. We decided to cut the first few
También
phases,
estaba
and we
pensando
opted for
que
a cold open after the boar had
hubiesen
already been hurt off
agregado
screen.
estos
So
plus
that allowed us to
de
focus
niveles
on feeling like we're
perdidos
closing in on
y
prey and to
hubiesen
introduce
hecho
the
un
boar when it was
carro
at its
así
most
que
dangerous.
uno pudiera
Already
manejarlo
hurt, already feral, much too close for comfort.
Como en
And
otros
so the thinking
juegos
was it would bring us more
que
into
han
Ellie's
habido que
mindset.
uno puede buscar
Is
la
this really
batería, uno puede
hunting for
buscar
food,
algo
or
para
is she
poderlo
hunting for some
arreglar y
other
poderlo
reason?
utilizar. En este caso también le hace falta cauchos. Sería bueno poder colocárselo y andar el carro. Wow, qué increíble cómo se ve el carro, de verdad. Un juego así es muy difícil de hacer. Es más, los juegos actuales, para que se vea así realista el carro y todo, es muy difícil. O sea, lo vemos en muy pocos juegos.
The gas station was
La
built to
pelea del
highlight the
almacén
boar's
general.
destructiveness. Since it's
Vamos a entrar
cramped, the
aquí.
boar feels larger.
Bien.
We also feel trapped with it, though perhaps
veo
it's trapped with
nada.
us. When it charges, it gets to us
Bien,
quickly,
bien.
so we must be on our toes. This made it more aligned with Ellie's sort of hunting for trouble mindset. Listening became more
Estará
important,
aquí.
as well as moving around slowly so as you hear it. Could you spot it before it saw or heard you? And could you get a shot off
No
quickly enough
quisiera
so you
matarlo,
could dodge out
pero
of the way? Or
para poder
is the
hacer
shot
esto hay que
worth the
hacerlo.
cost after? It feels like a gamble. By the end of the fight, everything would likely be in shambles. The boar would burst through the back, and Ellie would follow it and finally enact revenge.
Aquí está. Vamos a cazarlo. ¡Ay! Ya casi lo tengo.
Se acabó. No tienes a dónde ir.
The
No
boar
hay
kill
salida.
was supposed to be anything but
Enseñando la
glorious.
cacería.
With the boar whimpering at the back of the gas station after Ellie's relentless
Está
hunt.
aquí.
After this, hearing the drone that we kind of come to associate
Bueno,
with
voy a
Ellie's
entrar.
trauma, we would hard cut to the street.
Hubiese sido fino que hubiese sido no un animal así, porque da lástima, sino un animal, por ejemplo, que esté infectado, que se transforme o algo así por el estilo. Hubiese sido increíble hacer esto. Lástima, yo no hubiese muerto en The Last of Us parte 2, pero como todo no hubiese sido igual, sacrificio literal, o sea, fue un sacrificio para poder que el juego fuera más llamativo de lo que se hubiese podido esperar en su lanzamiento. Y bueno, espero que les haya gustado el video. Hasta la próxima.